This question looks hard, but this is why if you practice the strategies when they don't matter, you should be ready to go when they do. This algebra looks crazy, but they're telling us that r is a constant that we need to solve for, but y is also a variable here. And y doesn't seem to matter, so why don't we just make up a number? Let's arithmetize here and just pretend that y is, let's say, 1, just to make it nice and simple. And then what happens? Well, if these are supposed to be equivalent, then whatever happens in this one is supposed to be the same thing that happens in this one, right? They're supposed to give me the same value if I have the same value of y. So that means that 90 times 1 to the 5th minus 54 times 1 to the 4th is supposed to be the same as this other thing. I'll write that in a second. But the good thing about choosing 1 is that the exponents don't matter, right? 1 to the 5th is still 1. 1 to the 4th is still 1. So this is really 90 minus 54. Go into your calculator. 90 minus 54 is 36. So that means that 36 is supposed to be what we get when we put 1 in for y in the other equation and solve that. So it's a little bit more complicated, but again, the 1 makes things go away. 1 to the 4th is 1, so 1 times r is just r, and then inside 15 times 1 is 15, and then 15 minus 9 is 6. So there you go. This is really just 36 equals r6, and then we just divide both sides by 6 since they're being multiplied, and r is going to be 6. So that's it. That's the whole question. We could do this without arithmetizing by doing algebra, because basically what they're doing here is factoring. They're saying we pulled some number out of both parts here to get this factored version, and we need to think about what that would mean. So basically, you can almost think of it, instead of factoring, as distribution. If we threw the r to y to the 4th back in, what would happen? So to me, the way I see it is, okay, if this r and this -9 have to get me -54, what's going to do that? So it's like r times -9 gets me -54. Well, I just know my times tables, again, r is going to be 6. So that, I think, is how you're supposed to think about it, but I don't know. It feels a little bit intimidating, so why not just arithmetize and just see it all happen so that you know that you're right?